With the population rising, we as a country are at an all-time low on blood stock. Why is this? How can we increase the amount of donators? And what is stopping the general public from giving away a little bit of their precious red stuff? Welcome to Bloodless Britain. Modern medicine has increased life expectancy to an average of 80 years old. But it isn't just the healthcare professionals that save lives. Without regular donators, the doctors and surgeons wouldn't have the supplies to save lives. To combat the issue of low blood supply and hopefully raise awareness to the process of donating, we sent a willing contributor off on just that journey. After a simple search online, Sam found a phone number for the NHS donation service and he booked in for an appointment. So we caught up with Sam after donating to see what he thought of the process.
I was motivated to donate blood after I saw these advertisements coming up for a necessity for blood. And for example, there's very rare blood types that are desperately needed by the NHS, especially this time of year.
The blood goes so quickly, you might think there's mountains of it, but I know for a fact there isn't. You need somebody all the time donating.
We also interviewed the general public on their opinions of donating blood to find a very common response.
How come you've never done it before?
Scared of needles?
I've always been a bit scared of needles, to be honest.
Had my blood taken once. I think it's just needles. It's frightened me really.
How did you overcome your fear of needles, Sam?
I was really scared beforehand because I've always had a problem with needles, but the pain kind of goes away after a few minutes. It went all right. I was feeling very woozy, so they literally had to tip me onto my back to allow the blood to go back into my head, which I thought was rather funny. I did not know about my blood donor group before I donated, but recently I got the news. I've got a blood donor card. As it turns out, I'm an A positive. I'm going to donate blood when I next get the chance. I think the next opportunity for me is March. For men, it's every 12 weeks. For women, it's every 16 weeks. I asked why this was to one of the doctors when we went to the blood donor centre on the 9th of November. And they said it's because of iron deficiencies and it takes men a lot quicker to rebuild that iron.
To finish off, current statistics show that 81% of young people have never donated before. We asked regular donators what they would say to motivate the young people, and this is what they said.
Why not be somebody that saves a life, which is just as important, if not more important, and go and do something that doesn't hurt and doesn't take much time. Go for it, and then you get badges when you've given 10 out and what have you, and put that on your collar. Never mind being a feminist, be a donator.
It takes like 10 minutes out your time really. It's nothing.
All the staff are really helpful and they're all quite kind to you, especially on your first time. You kind of like feel a bit warmth. Like after it happens, you're sat down with a cup of tea or a drink or some juice and some biscuits, and they kind of ask you, make sure you're feeling okay.
A coffee and a biscuit. You meet good friends there and it takes you maybe half an hour.
If there's more blood donations, then more people can be saved, and it's not like we lose anything.